Hi there, Sandi MacIver here, and welcome to Felt Tube number 6, where I'm thrilled to introduce you to a brand new spring collection for Fergus the Gnome. If you're new here, I designed Fergus in collaboration with Spellbinders earlier this year, and he officially came to market on September 10th of 2025. Thanks to you, he was a smashing success, so much so that Spellbinders invited me to create a full spring version, and you know I said yes. Okay, so there are 2 new die sets coming out. There is a felt decor spring embellishments, and I'm just going to grab my card and we're going to go through Fergus the Gnomes. Starting with Valentine's Day, there are 4 sizes of hearts, perfect for layering. Stitch up your Valentine Fergus in sweet shades of pink, red, and white and embellish his hat and coat with layering hearts. You can even mix flowers in and leaves from the fall and winter collection for extra charm. So here's my little Fergus. I'm just going to put my card down for a second here. And I did a little bit of heart on the inside. I did him all in red and white, stitched a white border with the blanket stitch for his coat, a little bit of embellishments on the bottom and also on the back. And then I went a little wild with his hat. There's lots of different sizes. You can overlay them and, as I did here, put the small red one inside the medium-sized white one, mix and match, add a little bit of just plain white ones, and just get creative. I don't know if you can notice, but up here on his little cuff, I did his cuff white, same as his hat band, and then I added the small little red hearts around it. Cute, and he's also holding a Valentine. Next up, we have St. Patrick's Day, and I want you to meet Lucky Fergus the leprechaun. Isn't he cute? First of all, let me just describe what the dies are. There are 4 sets of shamrock dies. One of them is actually a 4-leaf clover, which I decided to put up here on his hat. Down here, we have a little buckle, also for his little hat. There is a really small, tiny little button, which I've done in gold. He has little gold buttons on the cuff of his coat. Now I'm going to flipping him around to the back here. There's also a rainbow. And for this demonstration, I decided to do the Irish flag. And so we've got green, which represents the Irish Catholic or Gaelic tradition. The orange is on the top, which represents the Irish Protestants. And the white is in the middle, symbolizing peace and unity between the two. So little bit of rainbow on the back. Don't you love his red beard? I had fun making this one. Little bit of embellishment on the front of the coat. I didn't get too carried away with it because I did get very carried away with his little hat. Easter Fergus comes with 3 sizes of decorated eggs, which look adorable tucked around his little hat and coat, and add a few tiny florals for a fresh spring vibe. I'll be sewing up my Easter Fergus very soon, but stay tuned for that, because I have a different Easter Fergus to share with you today. And he also uses some dies from my second die set. This is the 3D eggs and flowers. As you can see, we have 2 sizes of eggs, a large and a medium with the bottom. So you're going to cut 4 of these to make them 3-dimensional. Sorry, my fingers are going back and forth because I'm watching this backwards. Large one, medium one, and then the bases. And as you can see up here, there are 3 sets of flowers. So there is a daisy over here that is done in 2 layers with a center. In the middle, we have a large tulip, and that's done in 2 pieces. There's 5 different types of leaves, and this top set up here, these 2 little guys right here, you can actually turn into a small tulip, and I've done that on one of the eggs that I have here to show you today. And then finally, over on this side, we have a very cool 3-dimensional daffodil. Isn't it awesome? And I'm going to show you what I did with my Fergus. This is my spring Easter Fergus. I did take some of the flowers from the fall and winter. I added the daffodil to his hat, and I'm just going to turn it a little bit. I also added the daisy to his hat. And if I turn him all the way around, I also added the tulip to his hat. He's very, very bright. So the back of his coat, I did the same thing and I layered them. So again, I've got the tulip over here. I have the daffodil here. I've got the daisy down here. And then I filled it in with a whole bunch of spring flowers. Isn't he sweet? Okay, on to the eggs. Okay, I have quite a selection of eggs to share with you today. I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to do the purple one because it's going to be easier for you to see the blue on the blue, and my shirt doesn't bulge that well. So, four-sided. As I said, the next video, I'm actually going to stitch one of these with you from start to finish. So, show you how easy they are. This one is decorated with the flowers from the fall and winter. So, if you bought the original Fergus, there was 2 sets of additional dies for embellishments. And these are those flowers. These are the small and the large. And I don't know if you can see, I'm going to put this forward. The center are buttons for the 2 larger flowers. And then for the 2 smaller flowers, I'm just twisting this a little bit. They're sequins. Okay. And these are products from Spellbinders. This one's open and I've already dumped it twice. This is the pastels for spring. Okay. And then Spellbinders has a variety of different colors that I have used on some of my other ones. Okay. There's summer colors, there's fall, there's Halloween. And in particular, I used the black ones, which are here, as the center of all my sunflowers. And for sequins, I have opened this, but I'm going to try and not spill it. There are clear sequins. There are a variety of pinks and some yellows and golds and a whole bunch of different blues. So hit the Spellbinders website. You can grab all those over there. Let's go through some of the other samples that I made. This one goes with my Easter Fergus. So I did a 4-sided tulip, and it matches the tulip on his hat and on the back of his coat. And so positioning these on a tiered tray together really just kind of pops up your embellishments and your decor. Cute. This one also goes with him. This is the smaller egg, and you can see from the 2 sizes the difference. This one uses the same flowers that I used as the fill-in for Fergus, and I covered them completely. So there is my tiered tray decor for Easter. 2 eggs and a Fergus, which you can't see because it's too far out of the screen. Here we go. And I'll move the purple guys. It's like playing magic cups. Okay, let's get on with it. Okay, so I've showed you those. The daffodils. I did both of these for some reason on the small egg, but I did them in a couple of different colors. The green background with the white background for the daffodils, and then the yellow center. And this one, I did the old traditional all yellow daffodils. Cute, cute, cute. This one is the tulips, and we went through that on the sheet. And there's the little tulips that I was telling you about that you can make out of the leaves. And then there's the one large one. And this also is a small egg. So this looks great on either of the sizes of the eggs. For the hearts, for Valentine's Day, I used all 3 and did all 4 sides. You could also take these and you could make mini place cards. So these cut paper as well. You could do little gift cards, little place cards for your dining room table, or little Valentines to send out to your sweet friends. Okay. Finally, we have the daisy, and I did this one on a large egg in purple so that it would stand out with pretty white flowers all the way around. So there's a variety of ideas for you for different ways that you can decorate your eggs with the new die set. All right, so come back. I am just going to change everything out. I have an egg all pre-cut, and we are going to walk through how to put the daffodil together. Oops, over here. How to put the daffodil together because it's done in 3 pieces. There's 2 for the bottom piece, actually 4 pieces, 2 for the bottom piece and 2 for that center. And we're going to stitch an entire large egg and stuff it as well, because I do use the walnut shells in the bottom of these. It gives them a little bit of extra weight in the bottom so they don't roll and twist. There you go. Thanks so much. Hope you enjoyed my release. Bye for now.